Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyukola. This is Newspaper Review. Good morning and welcome once again. Alright, to begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Telecom tariff hike. Subscribers meet NCC today as Nebo mobilizes for showdown. Panic as police and DLEA clash in Bayelsa. 16 corps members face sanctions as 1,268 complete service in Gombe. Government approves $4 billion cash transfer for vulnerable households. Supreme Court. The Nigerian lawyers take stand on proposed decentralization. Now to the news in details. The National Association of Telecommunication Subscribers will engage Nigerian Communication Commission on Friday today, seeking a possible reversal of the 50% telecom tariff hike to 10% as the Nigerian Labour Congress signals readiness to protest. The federal government approved the 50% increase after operators initially requested a 100% hike. However, subscribers are pushing for a 10% adjustment, and if talks fail, they plan to file a lawsuit next week to challenge the decision. The hike, the first in over a decade, is aimed at revitalizing the struggling telecom sector, which contributes about 14% to Nigeria's economy and has continued to spark widespread debate and controversies. The Labour Union, led by Joseph Ajaero, criticized the increase on Wednesday, describing it as an added burden on Nigerian workers who earn less than $50 per month as minimum wage. The union warned of potential collective action, including a nationwide boycott of telecom services, to compel the government and the NCC to reverse the decision. Speaking with the newsmen on the development on Thursday, NATCOM's president Adeolu Ogunbanjo said, "Going to court is the civil way of doing things, not boycotting telecom services." He expressed concern that such actions would harm investors' confidence in the Nigerian market, especially as the government works to attract foreign investment. Tariff rates on phone calls and messages have remained unchanged, even as operators face rising costs fueled by inflation, exchange rate volatility, and substantial investment needed to meet increasing consumer demand. These challenges have created significant financial strain, jeopardizing the sustainability of the telecommunications sector, a vital pillar of Nigeria's digital economy. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Telecom tariff hike. Subscribers meet NCC today as Nebo mobilizes for showdown. In the meantime, the federal government has approved $4 billion for conditional cash transfer to vulnerable households in Nigeria. During the launch of the 2025 Nigerian Humanitarian Needs and Response Plan at the United Nations House in Abuja on Thursday, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Professor Natanwi Yiwada, announced the interventions to address the country's deepening humanitarian crisis. This move is expected to support at least 10 million displaced households, primarily targeting the most vulnerable members of society. The cash transfer program is set to begin in February and continue through April, aiming to alleviate the immediate needs of families affected by displacement, particularly in the Northeast. Additionally, The government has approved 2 billion naira in interest-free loans to farmers, specifically those in rural communities, to boost food production and self-sufficiency. For advancing, it further emphasized the government's commitment to addressing the needs of internally displaced persons, returnees, and affected communities across Nigeria. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Government approves 4 billion naira cash transfer for vulnerable households. In the meantime, Gombe State Coordinator of National Youth Service Corps, Chinwe Nwachoku, on Thursday praised 1,268 Batch A Stream 1 Corps members deployed to the state for completing their service year. Nwachoku added that 16 others will face disciplinary actions, while 21 are to be remobilized for varying offenses. The coordinator made this disclosure in a farewell speech at the zonal office during a low-key passing out ceremony. A copy of the speech was obtained by newsmen in Gombe. According to the coordinator, posterity will forever remember them for contributing their quota to nation building through positive impact in their host communities through education, health, agricultural sectors, and community development service projects. Nwachuku added that you have equally learned valuable lessons about the culture, customs, and tradition of the people of Gombe, which I hope will bring about the desired rebirth, national integration, and unity Nigeria craves for. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. 16 corps members face sanctions as 1,268 complete service in Gombe. In another development, there was pandemonium at the Ekeki Police Division in Yanagwa as a violent confrontation ensued between the men of the Nigerian Police Force and the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency on Thursday. Newsmen gathered that some NDLEA operatives were in the area to arrest a woman suspected to be a drug peddler and had even made an entry in the police records before carrying out their assignments. However, just as they were going about their operation, the policemen from the Ekeke Police Division obstructed the NDLE operatives and resulted in an altercation. In the resulting confrontation, several shots were fired which caused panic among residents in the area, an eyewitness told the newsmen. It was gathered that 2 operating vehicles of the NDLEA were shot in the process by the police to prevent the agency from taking the suspect away. The eyewitness further stated that it was as if the police were allegedly providing cover for the drug suspect to carry out a drug business in the vicinity of the police division. When contacted, the NDLEA spokesman, Mr. Always Oba, said their men went for an operation behind the Ekiti Police Division and the men made an entry at the police station. According to him, the agency will make a formal statement on the situation, but noted that they were trying to resolve the issue and restore peace. When contacted, the police public relations officer, Mr. Musa Mohammed, said he was hurrying to the scene to find out what happened. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. Panic as police NDLEA clash in Bayelsa State. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Since the move by the House of Representatives to decentralize the Supreme Court of Nigeria became a public knowledge, Nigerians, particularly those in the legal profession, have been pouring accolades on the lawmakers for thinking along that line. On December 9, the House of Representatives introduced a bill seeking to create 5 divisions of the Supreme Court across the country. in addition to the headquarters in Abuja. According to the bill, Abuja is also expected to cater for the North Central geopolitical zone. The proposed legislation, according to report, is seeking the alteration of Section 230, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, for the division of the Supreme Court to be located in Omuha for the southeast, Bauchi for the northeast, and Uyo for the south-south. The bill, which has equally scaled the first reading, proposes that Lagos and Kano should hold the divisions for the highest court in the southwest and northwest respectively. In its explanatory memorandum, the proposed legislation noted that the objective was to bring access to highest justice closer to people, minimize the logistical costs incurred by litigants in assessing justice, and ensure timely dispensation of matters brought before the Supreme Court. However, Nigerians, particularly lawyers, have commended the move, saying it will hasten justice delivery at the Apex Court and leave the heavy burden of the justices of the Apex Court. One of those who hold the above view is National Publicity Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA), Mrs. Bridget Edokwe. She commended the lawmakers for such a bold step, noting that it will help to reduce the volume of cases lingering at the Apex Court. This news was sourced from Daily Post newspaper. Supreme Court, Nigerian lawyers take stand on proposed decentralization. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. Telecom's tariff hike. Subscribers meet NCC today as neighbor mobilizes for showdown. Panic as police and DLA clash in Oyo State. 16 corps members face actions as 1,268 complete service in Gombe. Government approves $4 billion naira cash transfer for vulnerable households. Supreme Court, Nigerian lawyers take stand on proposed decentralization. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review this morning. For more details on the news read, please visit these websites, the Punch website, Daily Post, and of course The Nation for more details. Alright, thank you very much for listening. My name remains Joseph Oyukola. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyukola. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.